1v1 on Ashes of Typhon. Blue side we have Lindonin as the Eldar Farseer support commander, fights in melee using her fleet of foot ability to speed up there. Over on the red side we have xHoLyHammerx as the Chaos Sorcerer, offensive commander, has offensive and disrupting spells, fights in melee. 3 VPs as always, natural for red in the northwest. Also on the west side is natural for blue in the south, and a contested in the east. xHoLyHammerx incidentally is number 1 on the leaderboard for 1v1 at the time of casting, so Lindonin has his work cut out here. Lindonin no slouch himself though, he's 13th on the leaderboard. Lindonin starting with a Banshee squad will be very nice if they could get into range of a Chaos Space Marine squad, which xHoLyHammerx has on the field. They need to be careful of heretics though, especially if they get a aspiring champion leader. They are pretty nasty for Banshees. Farseer engaging the Chaos Sorcerer in single combat over this VP. Chaos Space Marine is coming to help him. There's his very effective special attack, which does knockback 360 around him. Guardian's just got doom bolted. Chaos Sorcerer backs off first. Farseer uses her fleet of foot to kite away. Chaos Space Marine's a bit too sturdy and strong to engage at the moment. Lindonin using the Ulthway DLC pack. Pretty cool. Have a Ranger squad on the way for Lindonin. Look like he's going to grab this wreck point. Central power node, which seems like it should be a VP, but it's a power node. Heretics do have their aspiring champion. Perhaps he spotted those Banshees and wants a strong melee counter. Uh-oh, Banshee's going to get caught in retreat here by melee heretics. A Doom Blast. They get away with 2 members, their speed saving them. Rangers taking pot shots at these heretics will take out a model every hit, assuming they don't hit the aspiring champion. Banshees being reinforced at base. 2-to-1 cap for xHoLyHammerx early on. Sorcerer back on the field. Pretty long map between the bases. Have these odd power nodes over on the east side, which tend to just get capped and left for the rest of the game. Map control goes to xHoLyHammerx early on. May see double ranges here from Lindonin, or perhaps a 1-1-1 build, which is Banshees, Rangers and Shuriken. Since the heretics do not have grenade launchers, he may find it difficult to counter a Shuriken. And if he does get grenade launchers, then he'll have difficulty countering the Banshees, so perhaps a 1-1-1 would be best. We will see. 422 plays 500 right now. Double Chaos Space Marines are very sturdy early army for Chaos. Farseer managed to decap the VP and run away. Rangers have their Pathfinder gear so they can infiltrate. Guardians capping the eastern VP. Energy shield here. 421 plays 495. We have more heretics on the way for xHoLyHammerx. That could be risky going into tier 2. Double heretics tends to bleed your requisition like crazy in tier 2. Guardians risking putting up another shield here. Can they get behind it in time? They do, with 3 members remaining, have their battle equipment. The energy shield of course grants you perfect cover, so they will take no range damage here. Not sure why xHoLyHammerx is not forcing melee. He's letting his Chaos Sorcerer do it, that's why. Has his Vestments of the Warp and Sword of Flame. The Chaos Sorcerer considered a very strong 1v1 commander in my opinion. Chaos can already get away with such a power light tier 1, so he can easily just get his sword and his vestments and be very, very nasty and annoying. Farseer, you saw there, using her Ghost Helm to suppress and damage the Sorcerer, forcing him to teleport away. Also has her Armor of Fortune. Don't usually see 2 pieces of war gear on a Farseer in tier 1. Most players usually wait for time field armor, Assyrian I believe it's called, in tier 2. Banshees against heretics, this is dangerous. I think the Banshees special attack saving them there. They get away with a single member. Farseer, Ghost Helm. What is the ability actually called? Mind War, of course. On those Chaos Space Marines, they lose a member and retreat. Rangers are infiltrated. Chaos Space Marines cannot see them. The detector unit for Chaos is of course the aspiring champion in tier 1. What has he done with the other heretic squad? They also have their aspiring champion, the only thing remaining. Pretty even map control. 364 plays 491. xHoLyHammerx starting to get a VP lead here, teleports into these rangers. He's close enough to detect them and their energy runs out anyway. Sword of Flame, very nasty in tier 1, does high damage and then damage over time. Guardians do not want to be in melee. Special attack knocking them back and taking out a member. Here comes the Farseer to help out. Mind War suppresses him. Banshees can catch him in the retreat path. Might be a dead sorcerer here. No, he'll get away. Now in full speed. Units take a while to reach their full speed when they retreat. Double CSM and heretics up against a Farseer and Banshees. Mind War goes off, does it? The War Shout sure did, from aspect of Banshee. Mind War better used on low model squads in my opinion, and commanders and sub-commanders. Rangers don't take out a Chaos Space Marine when they fire, and they're able to retreat with no model losses. So a pretty even tier 1. Lindonin goes tier 2 first, has a requisition advantage as you'd expect with double heretics constantly needing reinforcing. One is on this west side. The west side is very narrow on this map, which lends itself nicely to a heavy weapon team or setup team. Heretics decapping Lindonin's natural. 309 plays 491. Banshees back to full strength. I imagine they'll be getting the Exarch in tier 2, pretty sharpish. Can't catch the sorcerer, so elusive. Not the toughest commander, but he's so hard to kill because of that teleport war gear, which has lower cooldown and higher range than the other teleporting commanders, I believe. Though he has to pay for the privilege, of course. Heretics cannot be taken down in retreat. Chaos Sorcerer is in trouble here. He can't teleport out. There's no energy. Banshees forced off by double CSM though. There's Dark Flames in the retreat path of these Banshees. They should be okay. Guardians retreating. No, just kiting through the embers. These Chaos Space Marines can push. Perhaps could push the power here. Energy shield goes up, but they're not behind it and they're forced to retreat. Blood Crusher on the way for xHoLyHammerx. Lindonin going for Warp Spiders. Fantastic choice, considering xHoLyHammerx's army composition. He doesn't know xHoLyHammerx is going for a Blood Crusher, of course, but if he can get, and he is aspect of Warp Spider, he'll have a Haywire Grenade to deal with it. Combined with Singing Spear, that would be a dead Blood Crusher. No sign of Singing Spear yet. Triple cap for xHoLyHammerx. Has a full gen farm, as does Lindonin. No gen bashes yet. Heretics taking the time to decap this power. Banshees catching them in retreat. Have their Exarch, who has her Executioner Spear. You rarely see her without it, since Banshees nearly always have their aspects by the time they get a Exarch. Here is the Blood Crusher. Lindonin's now seen it by, yes, Singing Spear immediately purchased. So that'll be a pretty dead Blood Crusher once he gets the Warp Spiders in range, along with the Banshees and Singing Spear. It's not going to last long. Chaos Sorcerer taking the Eastern VP 177 plays 491. xHoLyHammer has a pretty big lead here. Both players doing pretty well to preserve units. Warp Spiders have their X-Arc also. There's the Haywire Grenade. That will slow and damage the Blood Crusher, but it has support in form of Tzeentch Worship and double CSM. CSM have their Eternal War upgrade. You can see the marks on their guns, the effects. Heretics just get away one member, that's the champion with 3 hit points. Singing Spear. High damage versus all targets. She's going to go down here though. Blood Crusher able to charge, doesn't finish her off. Big mistake from xHoLyHammer. Rangers taking the central power point. Here comes the Blood Crusher and double CSM. Blood Crusher survived that engagement. Warp Spiders walk away. Ranger might go down in retreat. That'll be a pretty bad loss for Lindonin if it does. Should get away. Eldar are all pretty speedy. Autarch is on the field. Did not see it get called down. Seemed to get called down on a Chaos Space Marine squad, which are spread out here a bit weirdly. Autarch is sub-commander for Eldar. Fights in melee. She's very, very fast and can leap around. Also jumps over cover. She's now engaging Heretics. A bit risky. She gets away. Getting her Executioner Spear. Bloodletters on the way for xHoLyHammer. Bloodletters, I believe, a bit less useful against a very mobile army such as the Eldar. We have the first Webway Gate going up. Global ability of all Eldar commanders, but the Farseer's Webway Gates are better since they can infiltrate. Farseer does go down. There's the Haywire. Doesn't save her though. 395 plays 177. Looking a bit grim from Lindonin. He can't position his forces in a way which allows him to take out the Blood Crusher. He has the tools to do it. This Webway Gate invisible to xHoLyHammer without his Heretics nearby. We have double Tzeentch Chaos Space Marines. Mark of Tzeentch giving them Inferno Bolts. Very high damage against infantry at range. Also have their Aspiring Champion. The other squad does not have their Aspiring Champion. More Heretics on the way for xHoLyHammer. Bloodletters in close combat with the Autarch needs to be very, very careful. I think she's going to die here. Banshee's trying to save her, and they do. She jumps away, healing herself and boosting her speed. Banshees would have taken out those Bloodletters, but they phase out, meaning they cannot be damaged. But they're still in trouble here. Here they have the support. Banshees pull out. 2-to-1 cap for xHoLyHammer. Farseer decapping the Easto. Ouch, Warp Spider's taking heavy damage. That Sword of Flame Sorcerer unlucky not to wipe that Ranger squad since he did a sync kill. Haywire Grenade goes off on the Blood Crusher. Now it's in trouble. Singing Spear has it in melee, though that's a lot of range damage. Farseer needs to be very careful. Decides to take it easy and not risk it. Lindonin lost his Guardians incidentally. Dark Flames, global ability of the Sorcerer on these Banshees. Are they going to try and tough it out and cap? No. Just a T-cap. Bloodletters warping in a bit late. Engagement on the east side again. Tzeentch Worship hiding all of these units. xHoLyHammer takes it. Lindonin needs to attack the east side in force, I think, to dislodge that Chaos stuff. It's floating quite a decent amount of resources. Getting another Warp Spider squad. I was thinking maybe a Wraith Lord would do well. The Blood Crusher would die to a Wraith Lord pretty easily in 1v1 combat. Though maybe not with worship. All worship, of course, heals and boosts the energy regen of demons. One Chaos Space Marine squad is forced off by the Ultarch. Might be a good idea to sky leap her so she can come back down with her grenades and disrupt and damage this blob of stuff. Ranger's still on the field with one member, but that's all you need since he has the sniper rifle. Ultarch caught on the west side. Chaos Sorcerer seems to have all bases covered here. xHoLyHammer looking very strong. Might even be thinking about tier 3. Double warp spiders now though for Lindonin. Rangers still being so annoying. Heretics do not cloak themselves when they worship. Double warp spiders on the Chaos Sorcerer, takes tons of damage. Only has 816 HP in level 3. He's forced off now. This is going to be interesting. Double warp spiders versus double CSM, a blood crusher, the Farseer and Banshees. Banshees engage the blood crusher. The Executioner Spear on the Exarch doing decent AV damage. There's double haywire grenades, is it? I only saw one go off. Sync kill from the Farseer. Banshee's still in the fight, but we see a Doom Blast we do. Banshee's forced off, they'll get away. This blood crusher's gonna die, I think. There was the other high wire, and the Farseer can get in and finish with her spear. Blood crusher dies, and here's another blood crusher. This is a very odd choice from xHoLyHammer. He's seen the double warp spiders and the singing spear. Not sure what he's thinking here. Farseer trying to cap, decides to engage instead. Are the haywire grenades off cooldown? No. Farseer doing a pretty good job. There goes one. There's Dark Flames trying to force off those warp spiders. The second blood crusher goes down. Not sure why he got that. And goes for a third. This is bizarre from xHoLyHammer. Exarch. Banshees back on the field. Ultarch, where is she? She's going to decap this VP, which is guarded by heretics. Rangers are going to get warped by bloodletters, and this is a dead ranger squad. Farseer in retreat. I assume this webway gate is loaded up with stuff. Another webway gate over on the west side. Ultarch did decap. 20 plays 373. Lindonin has a chance to pull this off since xHoLyHammer has another blood crusher in the field, which is a very odd choice. Demon walker unit, very quick. Regenerates health since it's a demon, but has vehicle armor. Bloodletters and blood crusher warping on this Ultarch. She has support though. These bloodletters in big trouble. Banshees have them in retreat, and warp spiders are no slouch either. Bloodletters just get away. This blood crusher's in trouble, now getting healed. Here comes some CSM. Ouch, warp spider's taking tons of damage in melee with the sorcerer. Don't want to be there. One warp spider squad retreats. Sorcerer himself retreats. Right near the base here, Banshees pull back, trying to lure the blood crusher out of worship. Not sure why those CSM retreated. Didn't see what happened there. 2-1 cap for Lindonin. Can he pull this off against xHoLyHammer? Warp spiders back at base to reinforce and heal up. We have a system of 3 webways, one at base, one on the east, one on the east, one on the west. Tier 3 for Lindonin. xHoLyHammer still in tier 2 after his 3rd blood crusher purchase. Singing spear goes on it. There's a haywire grenade, and here are Banshees, and it's just gonna die again. Very odd choice by xHoLyHammer. There goes his 3rd blood crusher. Bloodletters in melee with Banshees, but they get away. They've gone so well this game against double heretics. Lindonin doing a fantastic job retreating at the right times. Level 3 they are now, so they're pretty fearsome. Autark being very annoying, decapping this fully matured wreck point. xHoLyHammerx in trouble here, 2-0 cap. Getting back is natural. Bloodletters being worshipped, but they've got double warp spiders on them and don't finish the cap. Dark Flames forces off one warp spider squad. Tier 3, Lindonin hits it now. What the hell? We have a 4th Blood Crusher hitting the field for xHoLyHammerx. I'm struggling to see what he's thinking here. Banshees, Farseer and Autark forcing off these CSM. These 3 units proving to be an excellent counter for these Tzeentch CSM. Now working on this power farm. Sorcerer deciding not to engage since he's heavily outnumbered. Warp Spiders teleported by the Sorcerer who's taken out models. This is going to be nasty for xHoLyHammerx. Needs these CSM to support. There's a Doom Blast, so the Heretics can escape. Banshees retreat. Spirit Stones healing those Banshees as they retreated there, swapping out the Ghost Helm. A lot of players don't use this feature that commanders can freely swap war gear once they've purchased it. But it can be very useful, allows you to counter situations and support situations on the fly. Only takes about 20 seconds to switch a war gear. Banshee's back at base healing up. 20 plays 159. Lindonin's in tier 3 but hasn't been able to purchase anything. xHoLyHammerx saying that the map is easy for Eldar. Or maybe if he could explain the 3 or is it 4 Blood Crushers he's purchased. There goes a Haywire Grenade. The Blood Crusher roars, forcing off all this stuff. There's Dark Flames, looks like they're going to try and tough it out. Warp Spiders just warp away. Farseer using her swinging spear to take out this Blood Crusher. It's going to go down again. I think that's the 4th Blood Crusher. I'm having trouble remembering because that just seems crazy. 4 Blood Crushers against Executioner Spear Banshees, Singing Spear Farseer and double Warp Spiders. 20 plays 110. Looks like Lindonin is going to win, and he has. xHoLyHammerx concedes. Fantastic win for Lindonin. Some suspect unit choices for xHoLyHammerx, but Lindonin takes it. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you next time. And stick around for the stats.